Welcome to day 12 of Startup Step by Step, the story of my startup right from day 0 till infinity. Today I did some very small, boring, you can say, things like applying for US visitor visa. I might need to visit visa anytime to meet investors, and it's always good to have these documents sorted in advance. And then I cleaned up my computer, organized my calendar and my documents, and wrote down some of my thoughts. It is interesting how these small things actually make big impact in the final result. So usually we have this attitude of considering them as wastage of time. At least it feels like that because we want to do these high level things like learning about AI, reaching out to investors, doing market research. And then we stack up these things and they keep on taking space. And also, so many of the things get blocked because of these things. One of my mentors many years back, he had exited from his company, sold it to SAP for $20 million and was considering starting a new company. And he offered me to join him in this new startup as a minor co-founder with 8% equity. And during the evaluation, he asked me, "Hey, Ashwin, you do look like you're very passionate about startups, but will you be able to do the boring stuff that comes with it? Because 95% of the startup is just doing those things." Now, I think, of course, he exaggerated a bit with that 95% number, but I have seen this myself to some extent in a different domain. So, when I was in school, I used to play badminton with professional players, and while I like to play matches, these players they hardly spent any time in the court. Mostly they were in the gym, they were running, conditioning, jumping ropes, and meditating. And even if they were on the court, did not play matches, they were doing the so-called shadow practice where they pretend to play a game but did not. And it was only once a week when their coach allowed them to play these play matches. When we think of people like Roger Federer, we of course believe that he's passionate about tennis. But what we do not see is like how much time he spends on so much other painful activities like running, like gymming, and whatnot to give that few hours of spectacular performance during the tournament matches.